episode of Napoleon's Corner.
Good people. I'm Eugene Napoleon. Once again, this is Napoleon's Corner. So humble and blessed to be back up here every Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as you know, I've been saying this for the last few episodes. This is my own channel, Napoleon's Corner. It's a channel. So please subscribe, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So this is episode 54. Episode 54. And the title of this episode, or the topic I should say, we have to correct this. We have to correct this. And there's a lot to say about we have to correct this. Exactly what am I referring to? For some odd reason, we are living in a place, in a society now where all of a sudden, we're trying to have a narrative. We need to change this narrative and this notion that wrong is right and right is wrong. We have to somehow change that notion that wrong is right and right is wrong. Every time something happens and someone will speak on what is right, everybody is quickly bashing that person or group of people or wherever it's coming from. They're bashing the notion that, no. If it's right, there's something wrong with that. It's wrong. Almost as if you can't tell the truth. Almost as if we've lost our way when it comes to the moral high ground. Almost as if I know we all know right from wrong, but for some odd reason, in this day and time, if you speak out on something and it's right, it's almost politically correct because powers to be is going to make it seem as if it's wrong. We really have to change the narrative. We have to change. There's something wrong with that mindset. There's something wrong with that notion. No, right is right. And if someone or a group of people or organization, whatever it may be, if they're doing something wrong, it's wrong, period. So what happened? Where did we turn left on that notion? Where did we turn left? Where did that change? Where you can't speak the truth. It's almost like you'll be drugged down the road if you utter the truth. Now, if you're saying something that's incorrect, if you're spewing something that don't make sense, if you're spewing something that's not fact-based at all, now all of a sudden you're getting two thumbs up for that. But if you say something that is fact-based, that is proven to be correct, that is proven to be the truth, that is proving to have moral substance, now all of a sudden you're looked at, as if you're saying something or doing something that's wrong. I don't know where we are with that. I really don't. I know I wasn't brought up that way. I know my mother always raised me and my brothers and sisters to believe, listen, you stand on the truth. The truth will last a lot longer than a lie. Okay? So that's the only way I know how to be. I can't see it any other way. And I'm not going to see it any other way because this doesn't make any sense any other way. If we're having a conversation and the only way that you can change or have change is you have to have, and I've said this many times before, you have to have honest, open dialogue. It's the only way you're going to have productive, positive change. I don't care what facet of business, I don't care what it is on earth. The only way you're going to get change is if you have open and honest dialogue. Now, that doesn't mean that all topics are going to be easy to discuss. Not at all. It's not going to, it doesn't mean that. In actuality, some of the most brutal changes that need to be made is going to have to be made through difficult conversations. But those difficult conversations need to be had in order to invoke positive change, right? So you have to have a difficult conversation in most cases if you want people to listen. So for me, this is where we, all of us collectively, have to start building on the notion we have to change this idea that wrong is right, telling a lie is right, not living right is right, not having any moral substance or code is right, not having any character is correct. We have to change that notion. It makes absolutely positively no sense unless the whole agenda has been predicated on everything I just said. Now, if the agenda is being pushed and the narrative is being pushed that way, then let's sit back and be smart enough to be honest with ourselves to say, I get it now. I get it. No, it's not the notion that you want to make wrong right. It's the notion that it's the agenda. The agenda is to be pushed that way. The narrative in the agenda is to be pushed that way. Now, if you tell me that, I'll sit back. I still won't agree with it, but it makes better sense where you have a bunch of intelligent people who really do believe that you could tell a lie and you can tell untruths about certain things with no fact based at all. And you're going to go believe that. And that's going to be considered to be right when you know that it's wrong. Whoever is pushing that malarkey knows it's wrong. If you can tell me that, I think I'm a little bit more comfortable with understanding that we haven't been duped by someone who don't know. They wrote the agenda, so they know what they're doing. They know what they're pushing in every industry. I don't care if to be music, film, whatever, TV, whatever it is. They know if that's the case and that's the narrative and that's the agenda that's being pushed, okay. I think I can sit down and wrap my head around, okay, I get it. It's the agenda. But please don't tell me that we're foolish and gullible enough to believe that that notion is steadfast and that's the way it is just purely because that's the way it is. No, no. We got to get back to the old model of life is to be lived by those who walk in their own truth and they live in such a way that their morals, their conduct, their values, and their character, their belief system, their faith, and their love for others is going to stand the test of time. So right will always be right, and wrong will always be wrong. It's as simple as that. I want to thank you for taking this time with me. I appreciate you. Once again, please subscribe to my Napoleon's Corner channel. Smash that like button for me. I appreciate it. I'll see you next Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I am Eugene Napoleon, and this is Napoleon's Corner.